Any questions?
Right. Reports from South Africa are not very positive on the team. I guess you're going to be asked about it from your own media, but can be said, and how did that influence the mental preparation of the team, or the win to win and prove pretty strong, or whatever?
Yeah, yes. From my side, it was quite disturbing, especially the timing of it. 5 hours before a big test match like this, and it's a semi-final, you know. And stunned in terms, I'm literally stunned that allegations like that can be made about this team, because I mean, we are tested as any other team, are tested regularly, sometimes 3 times a week in South Africa, and I mean, there hasn't been one positive test ever since we've been together this whole year. So yeah, it is disappointing.
The team know about it before
Yeah.
getting onto the bus.
Yeah.
How did the team react?
Pull together. That's what we had. This game was important. We had to show. I mean, we want to win the championship, you know, and we had to show Argentina the respect that they deserve. They're a very amazing team, you know, very experienced team, and a lot of players came back with a great coach who knows how to get these players up. And you know, we told ourselves as a group that we have to pitch up for the game. Everything else will be looked after, you know. But yeah, it was tough for us as a group. This whole year has just been tough. I'm not gonna lie about it. But at the end of the day, the people that support us were behind us, and all they want to see is results, and that's what we wanted to do. You know, we just want to make our people proud at home, and the rest we'll deal with. Because yeah, I don't know of any player that's been told that he's positive. I don't know if my thing, so yeah.
You were superior during the first half in every aspect of the game. What changed inside you in the second half, where it was already strong?
No, all merits to the Pumas. You know, they were a strong team, and we knew in a crowd like this is one of the most special things, experiences I've ever had coming to Argentina. I mean, this past 2 weeks, we've never had this time to spend so much time in Argentina to see, experience the people of Argentina. We were able to go to Villa 31, which is quite special for us as a group. So we were able to experience, and by seeing it, it made us adapt, you know, to understand what the people of Argentina like, and then the stadium like that. Somewhere along the line, they were gonna get, passes away, and that's what Jack always tells us. They will get moments, and they did. And I'm proud of how the boys just pulled together and to fight till the last moment. But they played well. I thought, yeah, we made a couple of mistakes and we gave away silly penalties. You know, it was a half of 2. I think we got 2 yellow cards, we got 2 yellow cards too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No one else?
Just I think calling back to 22-20, did you feel like slipping away from them? Because from the outside, it looked like you were dominating.
Yeah.
In that moment, you feel like this was getting away from you?
Yeah. Well, I think I was already off then, but the players could feel, we've got another gear that we can push through. You know, we've worked really hard as a team on our conditioning and fitness. And I think, and the guys that came on, you know, we always say, whenever you come on, the standards mustn't drop, it must just go up. And that's what is so special with this group. You know, the competition is so close. The one guy that's behind the other, you know, is not, they're not far apart, and anybody can start at any time. And the guys that came on front stage was done it so many times before, you know, and we have Villiers who's come, although he got a yellow card, but we still had guys that experience have done this before. That I think we were hanging on, and then we could see that the boys were up for it, and to score a special try like that at the end, it just shows that, you know, we've got trust in the system. Not much we have changed, but we just believed and kept on going.
Last question over here.
Jet, the defense, especially in the first half, was always on the limit of the offside. And sometimes you get even penalized on that aspect. Or something systematic, something planned.
Now, I think both teams got penalties on offsides. I think it's when you play a dangerous team like Argentina, and not that you want to concede penalties for being offsides, but I mean, if you give them time and space on the ball, they will hurt you. And I just thought, especially. It made it for the defensive side. So.
So we can just click on the people thing so we can
Well,
see
yeah.
the questions. Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome. Guys, sorry about the Wi-Fi. It broke up again. We'll take questions from South Africa, a couple of them, and then in home languages. Stephen.
Thanks, Zia. How's it, guys? Congratulations on the win.
Well, sorry, Stephen, we can't hear.
Just congrats on the win, Jock. And Sia, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Sorry, there's just noise at the back, but yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Jock, could you please give us just an update on Damian Willems's injury? And then just to you, Sia, I think that last try could be really important at the end of the day in the rugby championship. I mean, what gave you just the ability to find that extra gear?
Firstly on Damian, yes. To be honest, I haven't spoken to the doc yet. So if I say anything, I know he came off, but I'm not 100% sure for what it was. So now I'll lie if I give you an answer there.
Yeah, Stephen, I think our mindset was to come and obviously get maximum points as we can. And I think the momentum changed in the second half a bit to them. But I think when we're able to keep them out of our half, out of our try line and got the penalties, the boys always believed. And we know that, our game plan allows us to get opportunities like this, and for Malcolm and Mampimpi on the side that you see those opportunities and take it. And I think in the past couple of days, the past couple of games, that's what been the difference. We actually take those opportunities and nothing has changed in our game. It's the same thing. We mauled, the blind was open, Malcolm took it. And if the blind is not open, then we go to the kick or we play out wide. So that was an opportunity that was created by the system.
Ashfaq?
Hi guys, congrats on the win there. Sia, in terms of the results shown by the guys, it's been a tough week. We can't hide about the fact that 2 members of your squad were sent home. And then today we had the statement about the allegations about the drug abuse. But then you guys come out and pull off a win like that with a bonus point and still stay in contention with a championship title. What does that mean to you, especially heading to next year's World Cup? Some people may feel that there should be new guys in the team and that, but you guys are a bunch of World Cup winners, still showing that you want to do this.
Yeah, no, it's been a tough week. And we players obviously we read what everyone writes, and it's hard. And some players can take it, and some can't. The biggest thing that we have to do is just stick together as a group. That's what we said to each other before we played. And people still want results from us, no matter what we're going through. All they see is what we do on the field. So we said, listen, this is what we're going for. We want to win the championship. No matter what is going on around us, we got to make sure that we stick together, and we did. And it's special, it's a special group. And we will keep on fighting, and we believe, as long as Jock and Rassi and the other coaching staff think that we are the players that are good enough, we'll also believe it and keep on pushing as hard as we can. But yeah, we have ambitions of doing so much more as this group, so we'll keep on working and keep our heads down. And then going home, very, very excited to go home. It's been an amazing time here, but we're excited to go home. I know I've heard that Durban is sold out, and I don't think I've ever played in a test where it's sold out in Durban, so looking forward to that.
Heinz?
Hi, gents. Congrats on the win. Jock, just quickly wanted to ask you the effect actually it might have had on your guys' composure and performance just to have been in Argentina for 2 weeks. It's actually a relative luxury, to be that amount of time in the country. Just how much do you feel that actually also helped you guys? I know you guys have composure and experience overall, but how much did that also just help in getting the mindset right, for what was a pretty intense test match?
No, yeah, I think it was a good thing for us to come early, to get used to the heat. It's fairly, it's quite hot and humid over here, hotter than what we experience in Australia, New Zealand, Australia and South Africa. So yeah, no, it helped us a lot, and obviously getting over the jet lag. So I think everybody struggled a little bit when we got here. So it's nice to almost get that adjustment to your clock in an off week. And then when we got here, the players were off for 2. So we got here on the Sunday. They were off on the Monday and the Tuesday, and we really had some time bonding on a social level, in terms of having good dinners out and having just spent some social time together where we don't actually have to focus on rugby. So that was quite good. And then we started training on the Wednesday. So we had a nice 10 days to prepare for this test match, and we saw it as a semi-final. So yeah, that was really good. I agree with you.
Guys, we've got 3 more questions, and then we're going to, let's see, just wrap up in isiXhosa. So, Leighton.
Thank you, Z. Hello, Jock. I see you. Congrats again there. Jock, just for you, you have quite a few guys that put up their hand now to actually play again in Durban, but then again, you have guys returning to the team from injury as well. How do you balance that out? Do you suddenly drop the guys that actually kickstarted this attack in the team? I thought the attack went quite good tonight. Just how do you balance that out?
Yeah, to be fair, we probably will sit now. When we get to the hotel, obviously we will have to let people know in South Africa, and you guys are 5 hours ahead of us. So in terms of who we will bring back into the squad, but that will only happen after we do some assessments in terms of where we are from an injury point of view, and yeah, then we will make a decision in terms of that. And like always, we will get our team announcement, or we will announce a team with a squad on Monday. I think we only get into South Africa, I think, on Monday morning between 1 and 3 a.m. So we will have a short week. But yeah, we'll probably only assess it after we've got an idea of what happened on the injuries.
Jan?
Thank you, Zina. Thank you, Jacques and Sia. Jacques, you touched basically on it. I mean, you obviously got a short week. Both teams have got the same short week. Is that an advantage that both teams are in the same situation and you both now travel back to South Africa? Does it make it easier for you to plan?
Yeah, I think it's going to be level playing fields. Like when we were here, we were on the same flight traveling here. And we will be on the same flight traveling to South Africa, So yeah, it will just be level playing fields.
And then last question, Percy, I'm assuming you in Afrikaans, and then we'll just get Sia to wrap up in isiXhosa what he thought of the game and going forward into next week. So Percy, you?
Dankie Zina. Baie geluk Sia, baie geluk Jacques. Jacques, net in kortliks ter opsomming, hoe som jy die wedstryd op? En kan jy nie antwoord dalk net soos jy in Engels genoem het, jou liggaamspraat van iemand wat bietjie gefrustreerd was oor hoe die dag begin het vir julle? Het dit enige insinse aanpak gehad op julle vertoning vandag?
Ek dink dis soos Sia gesê het, ek dink dit is 'n wedstryd van 2 helftes. Ek dink ons was baie klinies geweest in die eerste helfte, en in die tweede helfte alle krediet aan Argentinië. Ek dink dit is die kwaliteitsspan wat hulle is. Jy weet, hulle het nooit gaan lê nie. Hulle het aangehou veg, en ek dink ons het so 'n bietjie dissipline. Ons dissipline was nie goed nie. Ons het penalties afgestaan 10-1 as gevolg van die druk wat ons gevaar het. En maar yes, ek moet my hoed afhaal vir die spelers. Daar was veral toe hulle naby aan ons gekom het, kan daar baie maklik baie druk kom in die span, maar die spelers was gefokus en hulle was kalm op die veld en ons moes hard werk om in hierdie laaste paar minute 2-3 te druk om ons kans vir die Rugby Championship te hou. Okay. So ja, ek dink dis in terme van die wedstryd. En dan in terme van dit was maar net teleurstellend, jy weet, 5 ure. Ek dink die timing was strategies beplan van wie ook al dit so beplan het om met 5 ure voor 'n groot wedstryd soos hierdie in die nuus uit te blaker. Dit is teleurstellend. Laat mens wonder oor Stronger Together, maar ja, dit is wat dit is. Daar's niks, en weer eens, ek sê, daar's niks wat ons daaraan kan doen nie. Dit is die narrative wat daar gedryf word gedryf, is nie, ons kan dit nie beheer nie. Ons kan net beheer wat ons moet beheer, en dis om goeie rugby te speel.
Guys, are there any East Coast questions for Sia? One? None? Okay, thanks guys.
Okay.
That's it. We'll now call up Malcolm Marks and Damien Darlinda. Okay, hi guys. So we'll have about 10 minutes of questions with Malcolm and Damien. We'll take a couple of questions firstly from the floor here, 1 or 2 questions, and then we'll come to the South African media. Guys, any questions? Yeah.
We saw a very tough game for the first time. South Africa got the ball, but in the second half, we saw Argentina. Which strategy will you plan for next match?
Who are you asking? Yeah, I think I don't think much will change to next week. It's obviously going to be a short turnaround. And we knew that Argentina would always fight back into the game. We just wanted to have a better start, and although they started well, I think us as a team we started better. And yeah, when they did come with a lot of momentum in the second half, obviously I think I disciplined that quite a bit, which is just a bit unfortunate. But yeah, this last I think 5 or 6 minutes when we started not to slow the game down a bit, but started to take control again. I thought we were very good with our discipline and the way we wanted to execute things. So it's just those first 20-25 minutes after half time that we need to control a bit better, and yeah, the rest I think we were exceptional all around the field, and yeah, it was a good fight back for us, because I think with 30 minutes ago, I think it was 20-22, and it was very loud. It's probably the loudest I've heard a crowd before, and the atmosphere was incredible, but I thought us as a team, we did very well to fight back and calm things down again and take control.
Your try was a stop again. It was necessary at the moment. How did you think when Argentina was getting into it?
Honestly, just spoke about just keeping our hands on the ball again and trying to play towards our strengths. And I felt as last minutes we did that very well. Obviously, it's quite tough when on the 65 mark and we got a penalty. The crowd was very loud, and the crowd got behind the Argentina team. But I felt when we got the opportunity to take control again, we did it very well.
Yeah.
Okay. To go with the first penalty on your favor at the front. You request to play front. confidence in the second half.
Yeah, we always say this. They're obviously discipline. Yeah, we always know that they've always got a great fight in them. They never go away. So yeah, we obviously, like Luke said, the crowd was extremely loud and behind Argentina. So I think us calming things down and playing to our strengths was a good thing.
Thank you.
Malcolm, sorry to do this to you. Our Wi-Fi dropped for our SA user. Can you just repeat slightly, just shortly what you said in your answer now?
Okay, I'll get it.
Just a great fight at Argentina.
No, I just said I thought Argentina's fight in the second half was great. They put us under immense pressure for the first 20-25 minutes after half time, and yeah, I thought us as a team did well in the last 10 odd minutes to slow things down, not slow things down, but do things on our own terms. We obviously know that set piece battle against Argentina is extremely tough. I thought the team did well, and the pack did well. They've got a great pack of forwards. So us challenging ourselves in those aspects was pretty good.
Cool. And then let's take a few questions from back home. Stephen.
Thanks, E. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Malcolm, that last try, I mean, it could potentially be decisive in the Rugby Championship because it gave you guys that extra bonus point. Was there talk among the guys at the end, like, listen, we've really got to get that try because of it puts your destiny in your own hands? Or was there not talk like that on the field? Was it just about kind of carrying on?
I think we were just trying to obviously execute to the best of our ability. Obviously, we know how open the championship is to all four teams. So us getting a bonus point was part of the plan. But yeah, I think, as Damien said a bit earlier, how we sort of stuck to our own guns in the last 10 odd minutes helped us a little bit, not letting the crowd and the game sort of get away from us.
Ashfaq.
Hi guys, Damien, it just seems that there's a different vibe in this backline now. The guys are offloading a bit, some wonderful angles being run. What has been the change in the attitude? It just seems like almost like that 2019 World Cup final kind of approach is being used now.
Yeah, I don't think not a lot has changed. I think just for us, we wanted to just play within ourselves a bit more. I thought when we played against Wales, we maybe just try to stick to our structures, and sometimes when you stick to your structures, it's never enough, especially when you play at international level. And I feel like at the moment we're playing what's in front of us, and that's the most important thing. And just like that last try we scored, obviously it was a flipping great try, and there was some good hands down the touchline with the forwards and stuff. But it's what we've been trying to work on, and I'm glad we executed it. Obviously, we don't always execute to the best of our ability. We do make a lot of mistakes in the field, but we're also trying to progress going into the World Cup next year and trying to develop our game and trying to improve, not just as a team, but as personal players as well. So we'll keep working, and if the opportunity is there in front of us, I hope we'll take it with both hands.
Guys, we have to wrap up soon. Argentina need to come in. So, Stephen, have you asked that question already? Is your hand still up?
No, it's my hand is still up. Please, Z.
We'll allow you the last question, Stephen, and then we'll let the Argentinians come in for their press conference.
Thanks very much. Guys, was it difficult this week? There were quite a few side shows up until the hours before kickoff. Was it difficult for you guys to keep focus at all? Was that very challenging, or did you take it in your stride?
No, I think we had a great, not just this week, but we had three great training days last week as well. Obviously, we came to Argentina a bit earlier, and we trained on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week. And obviously, we as a squad, we were here together in Argentina. Normally, we'd be home and with our families and away from each other for a week. So I think that last week, those 3 training days did us good. I think the backs got a bit of a beating in the one training session, but it was good. It was good for the team. And this week, I know there is a lot of things going on behind the scenes, but we know what we want to achieve, and we know what our goal is at the moment. We've got one more game left in the championship, and we're going all our guns blazing, and we want to lift the trophy next week. That's all that matters.
Cool. Thank you, guys. That concludes our press conference. I will send out the recording shortly, so please make sure that you leave the meeting. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Let me, just give me a second, guys. I just need to stop this recording.
Yeah, of course.